Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Syracuse Orange and the Connecticut Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drops back on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Wants to go up top on second down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick give, it's Miller. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You watch the right defensive end, then they're so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. On the delay, it's Johnson. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
UConn going back to work on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Hits inside, it's Christian. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Running inside, it's Miller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Steve Angeli. Grabbed in the middle. It's Weaver. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Angeli from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The UConn offense goes back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He's got it. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Hits the hole, it's Christian. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. The play fake. Right side, it's Burton. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock.
Snags it, and there's running room. At the 20. Touchdown, UConn! Oh, baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He'll throw it. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Second and long here. They're going to test the right side with this one. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Third and 6 yards to go. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. From the gun on third down, Steve Angeli. Left side is Miller. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Angeli throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Christian. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it. On the stop.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Plows his way ahead. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Finding space. And that's not going to come close as the defense stops him well short of this first down. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They give it to him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, it's Miller. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Angeli from the gun on third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Trying to get started. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Long way to go on second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Reels it in down the left side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Quick catch. Quick step and go. Runs through a man, and he might have space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The give is to Miller. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Orange will turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I'd rather put my offense on the field, and guys that do this for a living all the time are really good at it, but he tried to sneak attack, and it did not work.
Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And down. Out wide right, it's Christian. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Throwing Angeli. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Weaver. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Steve Angeli throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Orange! The offense cashing it in on that drive. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give. Breaks into the open. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, going to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
The Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. Drives inside. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. UConn will have to punt it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. Miller with the ball. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
They put the brakes on it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Angelic. Snags it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Syracuse looking for the 4th down conversion. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Throwing Angeli. Unloads it left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4 games.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Steve Angeli. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Going with the counter play here. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Angeli. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Fourth down and jelly. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Throwing and jelly. Back's got it on the screen. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
UConn going back to work on offense. And after that last field goal, they start this third quarter, find themselves playing from behind. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Right side, it's Burton. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Huskies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Christian. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
This UConn offense really has it going. Now hits it, it's Reeder. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Got 3 on 1st down, it's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose, it'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
3rd and long coming up.
Here we go, ready? Flag 14, flag 14, check, check, check. 95, 96 bridge. 95, 96 bridge. Go!
Quick give, it's Christian. Past the 6. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. The handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Gets rid of it. Left side is Porter. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing line.
Run in the red zone, it's Christian. Powers through. Touchdown, Husky. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And he's going to try to return this one. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Trying to move them on the counter. Enough to move the chains. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Steve Angeli fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Second down to the air. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Huskies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Hits inside, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And Jelly. Oh, pressure's coming. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. And Jelly from the gun on third down. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Running inside, it's Miller. Turning it on! Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Throwing and Jelly. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Second and long here. The give is to Miller. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Loose in the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Cuse.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So an 82-yard drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
28, Syracuse, 23.
That'll elevate some sideline blood pressures. You just took the lead, and now you're giving away field position by kicking it out of bounds. Offense in a bunch formation. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Makes the catch, it's Burton. And he's still running after the move. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Husky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So seeing quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ready to go on the attack on this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. It's dropped after taking the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Steve Angeli throws for the tight end. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Well, it looked like he was going to get the 1st down there. You're the quarterback, you're the coach, you're thinking, all right, fresh set of downs. Offensive coordinator's already looking at his play sheet, getting ready to dial up the next play, but not so fast, David. Offense comes away with a massive takeaway.
Huge takeaway, and think about it. You're trying as hard as you can to get him down, stop him on this 4th down, get the ball back. He gets the 1st down. It's a little bit demoralizing, but because you're running to the football, you get a hand on it. The football out. Now you get, it's like stopping them on fourth down anyways, because you got the ball and you're getting it back to your offense.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Angeli. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The short hands, it's Miller. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Again, it's Angeli. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Throwing Angeli. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. On the draw, it's Johnson. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line.
The defense is going to need one more stop. This is the game right now. You just got one on that last run play, setting up fourth down. Do you bring pressure? What are we doing defensively here to make sure that we can get off the field and win this game?
Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
All right, so they fail on that fourth down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds his big tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Christian. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Quarterback will keep it. He's past the marker. Flying down the left side. Inside the... and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. Stopped right there.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying the football.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Second and long here. Dropping back, it's Osborne. Throws to the tight end. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Straight ahead, it's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Miller with the ball. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
From the gun on third down, Steve Angeli. He's got the tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to it. Touchdown Orange! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. Steve Angeli. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3.
Syracuse 38, UConn 35.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide left, it's Ross.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Porter. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And after that big completion with no timeouts, you need to clock it right now. You need to spike the ball, save some clock, knowing you've got to throw this ball into the end zone, give yourself a chance to win.
And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
The Huskies with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking downfield. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Max got it on the screen. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And this is a huge play call now for the offensive coordinator.
And wait, they've made a decision here, and they're sending out the field goal unit, hoping to get a sure 3. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
so much pressure on him. With just a couple of seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense does not completely screw this thing.
He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Angelic. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? He's got it down the field. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Already 3 for 3 tonight. Stay perfect and become a hero. And he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
And remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Burton. Makes the grab.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important. Make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Huskies. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Christian. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge